Here we're going to start our moon and earth painting project tonight. So the first thing we want to do is get out the supplies that I sent you. And what we should have is 2 pieces of black construction paper and 2 pieces of tag board. And then we also should have received some paint. Now that could have come in the form of powdered tempera, or it could have come in a liquid form, already mixed up for you, and a glue stick. Now, the other supplies that you're going to need, and I indicated on there, some shaving cream. Now, just some cheap shaving cream would be best, not like the really expensive stuff that Mom uses that's pink. Just some really cheap, I think this is like 99 cents, maybe it wasn't even that much. Clear, or, it's like white, perfect, okay? And a shoebox or some sort of a container that we can do this stuff in, okay? So the first thing that you're going to do is take your container, this is the fun part, and just fill it, the bottom part, not completely, but fill this section right here with shaving cream. So this is like super fun. Here, just throw a bunch of shaving cream in there. Now if you have a really large container, you don't need to fill it completely full. If you have a smaller container, you probably want to kind of at least cover the bottom. And then if you have an area to work in that's safe, that would be good. Someplace where you're not getting shaving cream all over the computer is probably not a good idea. Okay, and first thing that we're going to do before we do anything else is now take our first piece of black construction paper and put that in there. After this is in there, we're just going to pull it out, stick it someplace to dry, okay? Someplace safe where the cat won't get into it or little brothers or sisters won't get into it. I'm going to do another one of those because I just kind of want to flatten this out. And I'm going to use it as an example later, so I'm just going to quickly do another one. Now you can kind of see this one's got quite a bit more. Depends on how you pull it off of there. But what will happen with that is it'll dry and kind of create this texture that'll look very similar to the craters on the moon. So that's what that's going to be eventually. Right now it's just going to be a brown or black piece of paper with foam on. So I'm going to experiment with powdered form, just throwing some of the powder on there. And I'm also going to experiment later with the liquid form. So if you have both or either, that's fine. I'm just dripping some of that powdered tempera paint in there. And fun, just swirling my hands around into it a little bit. And I'm just going to use a little bit more blue. Like I said, if you have the liquid form of that, that's okay too. And with this one, we're going to take the tag board, the white tag board, and put that in there. And then pull that off. And you're kind of seeing some different swirling that is happening there. And then let that dry. I also have some liquid form that I'm going to be adding to our projects here, and blue and green, just to kind of get a variety. So this is going right on top of that shaving cream that we put on earlier. And I just have a variety of different, I have another blue here that I wanted to experiment with, so drizzle a little of that there. And then, kids, the fun part, take your hands, kind of swirl that around a little bit. You don't want to overmix. And then take your tag board and push it. Heck, well. Is that a safe place to dry? Now Now ask Dad if he wants to shave. Good job. Okay, after experimenting with both of those, I definitely think the liquid form is the way to go. So you're going to want to add water to your temper paint in a container about 50-50, and then throw it on top of your shaving cream and it's good to go. So give that a try rather than just throwing it on there, because I really like the way the actual liquid form turned out way better. Okay. Okay, Mrs. Fortin just wanted to show you one more thing before we're completely done here. This is an example of just throwing the powder on there. Okay, so you can see it's a little lighter than this example right here where the paint was watered down and then thrown on top of the shaving cream. So that's kind of the difference. A little brighter, a little bolder. Okay, so that's why Mrs. Fortin loved this one more. Then I want to show you two other things. Now, we experimented tonight with removing the shaving cream off of there right away. So you can see where it painted underneath. This one is we removed the shaving cream after it dried. Either way, it looks really, really cool, but just a technique that I wanted to lay that out there for you. It dries a lot quicker if you do take that shaving cream off right away. So, any type of tool that you can scrape with, a spatula, something like that. So you've got your fresh shaving cream on there, and then you're just taking a spatula and scraping that off of there. And what it will do is reveal the marbled paper underneath. Okay, so you're actually taking that layer off there. Something you can do as well. Otherwise, if your shaving cream is already dry, you're going to leave that like that. That's perfectly fine. Then you just rub off that at the end, and then it'll show this. So either way, it will work just fine. Kind of nice to experiment with those different ways. Now I just got shaving cream all over myself. Hope you're having fun. Send me your pictures, and I'll see you later.